Silver made millionaires overnight in the 1800s, and today, another silver boom is unfolding. While gold grabs headlines, silver is quietly surging past $32.15 an ounce, yet most investors are overlooking it. But here's the kicker. We found a silver stock trading as if silver were still stuck at $23, meaning the market hasn't caught up yet. This stock has the potential to 8x or more as silver's rally accelerates. We're broadcasting from Virginia City, Nevada, home of the legendary Comstock Lode, the silver rush that built the fortunes of America's first mining tycoons. Picture their rugged wooden boardwalks, the scent of sagebrush and pine in the mountain air, and deep tunnels where veins of silver once reshaped the global economy. The last great silver boom transformed history. Could this one transform your portfolio?
Silver isn't just a commodity, it's the foundation of modern technology, industry, and the global financial system. Most people think of silver as a secondary asset to gold, but the truth is, silver is increasingly indispensable across industries like solar energy, AI, and electric vehicles. It's not just jewelry and coins. Silver is a critical industrial metal driving the AI revolution, renewable energy transition, and next-gen defense technology. That's why demand is exploding and supply can't keep up. Is it speculation? It's happening now. In fact, silver is projected to see massive shortages in the coming years, and hedge funds and sovereign wealth funds are positioning themselves to profit from it. Savvy investors are positioning for huge gains, and now is the time to get in before the market catches up.
But before we get into the stock, let's talk about where we are. Virginia City, Nevada, where the largest silver discovery in U.S. history sparked a gold rush-style frenzy. In the 1860s, prospectors swarmed this rugged town in search of instant wealth. Unlike the California gold rush, where miners sifted for flakes, the silver here ran in thick, endless veins, leading to the birth of America's first true mining tycoons. Mark Twain himself worked in these mines before becoming the legendary writer we know today. Imagine the chaotic saloons, the dirt roads lined with prospectors striking it rich, the roar of dynamite deep in the tunnels below. Back then, investors who bet on silver mining stocks saw life-changing returns. And today, we believe history is about to repeat itself, but this time, we have a smarter way to profit.
The conditions for a silver bull run are aligning perfectly. Silver demand is skyrocketing from the green energy sector. Solar panels alone account for nearly 15% of annual silver consumption. Meanwhile, supply is tightening, with reports from the London Bullion Market Association showing that silver reserves are at their lowest levels in over a decade. That's why billionaires and institutions are quietly buying silver assets, positioning themselves before the next move higher. But here's what most people get wrong. While silver itself will rise, the real money is made in silver miners. That's why today, we're revealing a silver mining stock that's still flying under the radar, but could become one of the biggest winners of this cycle. A company that has already tripled its production, yet is still trading at a fraction of its true value.
This isn't just a theory, it's backed by numbers. Silver is now trading above $32 an ounce, yet our top silver pick is priced like silver is still stuck at $23. That means there's a massive disconnect between what the market thinks silver is worth and what's actually happening. We've analyzed the financials, we've studied the historical trends, and we're convinced this stock is positioned for exponential growth. The setup reminds me of 2020, when gold was taking off, but most traders ignored silver until it was too late. If you knew then what you know now, wouldn't you have made a move? That's why we're giving you this play now, before silver moves higher, before this stock re-rates, and before the mainstream catches on.
So here's what's coming up. We'll break down why silver is more critical than ever in today's economy. Then we'll dive into the stock we believe has the best upside in the entire silver sector. And finally, we'll walk you through the best trading strategies to maximize gains, whether you want to trade options, invest in silver ETFs, or get exposure to leverage silver futures. So stick with us, because by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to position yourself for the next silver explosion.
Silver isn't just a shiny metal. It's an essential resource that powers modern technology, industry, and the global financial system. Most people think of silver as a secondary asset to gold, but the truth is, silver is far more valuable than people realize. It's not just used for jewelry and coins. Silver is a critical industrial metal driving the AI revolution, green energy transition, and next-gen defense technology. That's why demand is exploding and supply can't keep up. The result? A perfect setup for silver prices to break out.
Let's start with one of the biggest drivers of silver demand: technology. Silver is the most conductive metal on Earth, which makes it indispensable in smartphones, AI chips, high-speed semiconductors, and 5G networks. Every major electronics manufacturer, from Apple to Nvidia, relies on silver to power their devices. And the AI boom is making silver even more critical. Every AI supercomputer, every high-speed data center, and every next-gen semiconductor needs silver to function. That means as AI adoption accelerates, silver demand will skyrocket right alongside it.
And it's not just AI. The green energy sector is one of the fastest growing consumers of silver. Take solar panels. Each one requires about 20 grams of silver. That might not sound like much, but when you scale it to the global energy transition, the numbers become staggering. Solar demand alone accounted for nearly 15% of all silver consumption last year, and that percentage is growing. Governments worldwide are committing to net zero emissions, which means billions in subsidies for solar and EV production, both of which require massive amounts of silver. If you think silver is expensive now, wait until demand from renewable energy projects collides with already tight supply.
And supply is a major issue. According to the London Bullion Market Association, silver stockpiles are at their lowest levels in over a decade. Unlike gold, which is mostly stored in vaults, silver is constantly being used up in industrial processes. That means while gold can be recycled and resold, most of the silver that gets mined is never coming back. We're talking about a metal that is being consumed faster than it can be replaced, and that's a recipe for long-term price appreciation.
But silver isn't just an industrial metal. It's also a monetary asset that's been used as a store of value for thousands of years. Right now, we're seeing major shifts in global financial markets. Central banks have been hoarding gold as a hedge against inflation, but behind the scenes, silver is quietly being accumulated too. With de-dollarization picking up steam, nations looking to move away from dependence on the US dollar are diversifying their reserves into gold and silver. The last time central banks started aggressively acquiring silver-backed assets, silver prices went on an absolute tear, and this time, demand is even stronger.
And let's not forget about defense and aerospace. Silver is a critical component in military applications, from missiles and satellites to high-tech radar systems. The U.S. government and major defense contractors are stockpiling strategic reserves of silver for national security purposes. With global tensions rising and military budgets increasing, silver demand from the defense sector is only going to grow. And because defense spending is recession-proof, this demand won't slow down, even in an economic downturn.
The bottom line? Silver is in high demand across multiple industries, from AI and green energy to national security and monetary policy. And here's what makes this opportunity even more exciting. Most traders and retail investors have no idea what's happening. They see silver as just another commodity, but the reality is, silver is about to become one of the most valuable assets of the next decade. And that's why we're looking at the best way to play this trend through one specific silver stock that is still flying under the radar.
Up next, we're revealing our top silver stock pick, a company that has already tripled its production, yet is still trading at a fraction of its true value. Most investors haven't caught on yet, but by the time they do, it could already be too late. So stay tuned, because in the next segment, we're breaking down the silver miner that could 8x in value as silver's breakout continues.
Now let's dive into the stock we believe has the highest upside in silver, Santacruz Silver Mining, SCZ. This stock is a hidden gem still flying under the radar, but it has everything you want in a high upside investment. SCZ has made major strides recently. After acquiring Glencore's assets in Bolivia, their production tripled, and they've become one of the lowest cost silver producers in the sector. This acquisition also slashed liabilities from $163 million to just $46.9 million, significantly strengthening their financial position. SCZ is not just a small silver miner anymore. They've transformed into a major player with a streamlined balance sheet, growing production, and a market that still hasn't fully priced them in. Despite all of this, SCZ is still trading like silver is at $23, even though silver's price has jumped past $32.15 an ounce. The market hasn't caught up yet, and this stock is primed for a major re-rating. With silver's bullish trend and SCZ's strategic positioning, it could see substantial growth in the coming quarters.
Let's break down the numbers. SCZ's revenue in Q3 2024 hit $78 million, and EBITDA skyrocketed by 242%. Yo, that's huge growth for a company with a market cap still under $1 billion. Not only is SCZ growing production, but it's also becoming more profitable. Their cash reserves are up by 505% y'all to $18 million, and their low-cost production model ensures they maintain strong margins even in a volatile silver market. SCZ's ability to scale efficiently gives it a competitive edge as silver prices rise. So, while other silver miners might be struggling to keep up with demand, SCZ is becoming more efficient, more profitable, and is well-positioned for continued growth.
SC's low-cost production gives them a huge advantage in a volatile silver market, allowing them to remain profitable even when prices fluctuate. With silver now trading at $32.15 per ounce and silver expected to rise, SCZ's production will continue to scale up, driving profits. That's why our one-year target for SCZ is $1.50, offering 294% upside from current levels. Looking at the next 2 to 3 years, with silver reaching $40 per oz, we're targeting $3.75, 886% upside. But the real upside could come if silver pushes past $50 per oz. In that case, SCZ could easily break past $4 and potentially even go higher. The combination of rising silver prices and SCZ's expanded production, coupled with their low-cost operations, creates massive upside potential. SCZ isn't just another silver mining company. It's positioned for exponential growth as the world transitions to green energy, AI-driven demand, and a weakening U.S. dollar driving silver demand higher. With SCZ's strategic acquisition of Glencore's assets in Bolivia, their ability to scale production efficiently and capture a larger market share gives them a significant competitive edge, positioning them to lead in the next phase of the silver boom.
Let's not forget the silver market is on the edge of another significant bull run. In 2011, when silver hit nearly $50 an ounce, silver miners saw massive re-ratings, with stocks like First Majestic Silver and Hecla Mining jumping 5-10x. SCZ is even better positioned than those companies were back in 2011. They're lower cost, more scalable, and are already producing at a high rate, all of which make them better suited to take advantage of this next wave. If silver breaks $40 per oz, SCZ could easily 3x to 5x its stock price over the next 2 to 3 years. The biggest gains in silver mining stocks happen before silver hits its peak price, meaning that getting in early before Wall Street catches on could result in life-changing gains.
We've already seen the supply crunch in silver. The London Bullion Market Association reported that silver reserves are at their lowest levels in over a decade. Combine this with the explosive demand from green energy, electronics, and industrial sectors, and it's clear that silver prices are headed higher. SCZ, with its low-cost production and large-scale growth plans, is set to benefit the most. This is why SCZ's stock is undervalued and why we're calling it a potential 8x investment over the next few years. As silver prices continue to rise, SCZ will become one of the biggest winners. If you're looking for exposure to silver, SCZ isn't just a good pick. It's the pick for long-term growth. As silver demand continues to surge, SCZ's strategic position and profitability will continue to drive their stock higher. Santacruz Silver is a company that could 8x your investment and maybe even more as silver prices continue to climb. If you're looking for a silver stock with tremendous upside potential, SCZ is the play to watch. We've established why silver is set for a breakout and why Santacruz Silver $SCZ is one of the most undervalued miners in the sector. Now, let's talk about how high this stock can go. When we look at price targets, we consider three factors: historical performance, silver price momentum, and SCZ's financial growth. Based on these, we believe SCZ has the potential to rise 8x or more in the next few years. Our base case assumes silver stabilizes around $40 per ounce, while our bull case sees silver breaking past $50 and beyond. Let's break it down.
First, let's compare this cycle to the last major silver bull run in 2010 to 2011. When silver shot up to nearly $50 per ounce, silver mining stocks exploded. Companies like First Majestic Silver, AG, and Hecla Mining, HL, saw 5x to 10x gains. SCZ is currently trading like silver is still stuck at $23 per ounce, even though silver has already broken $32.65 and is heading higher. If history repeats and silver makes a run toward $50 or more, SCZ's stock price could undergo a massive re-rating.
SCZ's valuation remains absurdly low compared to its peers. The stock is trading with a price to sales (PS) ratio of 0.43, while most mid-tier silver miners trade between 2x and 4x sales. If SCZ were valued at a conservative PES of 2.0, the stock would already be sitting at $1.50 to $1.75 CAD. That's without factoring in any additional silver price gains or production expansion. And we know that when silver runs, silver miners don't just move, they explode.
So what does that mean in terms of price targets? Let's break it down. In our base case scenario, where silver reaches $40 per ounce, we estimate SCZ could hit $3 Canadian and 75 cents, which would represent an 886% upside from today's price. In our bull case scenario, where silver breaks $50 per ounce, SCZ could push past $4.50 to $5 CAD, and if silver enters a true parabolic run past $50 to $60 per ounce, SCZ could easily surpass $6 Canadian, delivering 1,200% plus returns. This is not speculation, it's based on past silver cycles and SCZ's growing production.
The key here is SCZ's expanding production. Unlike speculative junior miners with no output, SCZ is already producing over 3 million ounces of silver annually, and their growth trajectory is accelerating. Their low-cost production model ensures that even at $30 silver, they're cash flow positive and profitable. Once silver crosses $40 to $50 per ounce, SCZ will be generating massive free cash flow, making it one of the most attractive silver mining plays in the market. This is exactly why we believe SCZ is one of the best risk-reward setups in the entire silver sector.
And let's not forget institutional money. Right now, hedge funds and sovereign wealth funds are loading up on gold, but silver is next. When large investors start rotating into silver, they won't just buy bullion, they'll go after undervalued silver miners like SCZ. We've seen this pattern before. When silver rallies, it outperforms gold by 2x to 3x, and silver mining stocks outperform silver by 5x to 10x. That's why the upside potential in SCZ is so explosive.
To sum it up, SCZ is a high upside silver mining stock that is currently undervalued and positioned for explosive growth. With silver expected to run toward $40 and beyond, the 8x plus upside for SCZ is not only possible, but highly probable based on past market cycles. Coming up next, we'll break down exactly how to trade SCZ, from buy and hold strategies, options trading, ETFs, and even silver futures. If you want to maximize your gains, you won't want to miss this next segment. Now that we've covered why silver is set for a breakout and why Santacruz Silver, it's a dollar SCZ, could be one of the biggest winners, let's talk about how to trade this opportunity. There are multiple ways to profit from silver: buying stocks, trading options, using leverage ETFs, and even silver futures. We're going to break down a step-by-step strategy for maximizing gains while managing risk. Whether you're a long-term investor, a short-term trader, or an option strategist, there's a play for you.
Let's start with the simplest strategy, buying and holding SCZ. SCZ is already producing millions of ounces of silver annually, so as silver prices rise, their cash flow and stock price will follow. The best way to trade SCZ as a long-term play is to buy on pullbacks and add to your position over time. Silver is volatile, so expect price swings, but the long-term trend is upward. If silver reaches $40 to $50 per ounce, SCZ could 8x in value. And holding through the cycle will be key to capturing that upside.
If you're looking for more liquidity and diversification, silver ETFs like SLV, iShares Silver Trust, and SIL, Global X Silver Miners ETF, they're great options. SLV tracks the price of silver, while SIL holds a basket of silver miners, providing instant diversification. If SCZ is your high-risk, high-reward play, then SIL and SLV can help balance your exposure while still benefiting from silver's upside.
Now let's talk about options. One of the best strategies for trading silver stocks like SCZ or Pan American Silver, PAAS, is selling put options to accumulate shares at a discount. For example, if SCZ is trading at 0 Canadian dollars and 50 cents, you could sell a 50 cents put option with a 30 to 60 day expiration and collect the premium. If SCZ stays above 50 cents, you keep the premium. If it drops below, you buy the shares at a lower cost. This is a smart way to build a long-term position while generating income.
Another aggressive strategy is buying call options on PAS, Pan American Silver Corp, or SLV. PAS is highly liquid and offers weekly options, making it ideal for short-term plays. A strategy one like is trading around PAS's daily ATR, average true range, which is currently around 3% per day. When PAS pulls back by 3% or more, I buy call options. When it rallies, I sell into strength. This allows you to profit from silver's volatility without needing to hold positions overnight.
If you prefer to trade silver with leverage ETFs like AGQ 2x Silver ETF and USLV 3x Silver ETF can amplify your gains. But keep in mind, leverage ETFs decay over time, so these are best used for short-term momentum trades, not long-term holds. If silver is in an uptrend, AGQ and USLV can generate massive short-term gains.
For experienced traders, silver futures SI contracts provide the most direct exposure to silver's price movement. Futures offer high leverage, meaning small price movements can lead to big gains or losses. A common future strategy is scaling into contracts when silver dips and setting tight stop losses to protect your capital. This strategy works best for traders who are comfortable managing margin requirements and volatility.
The key to trading silver successfully is understanding the risk-reward balance. If you're long-term bullish, buying SCZ and silver ETFs like SLV is a solid strategy. If you want higher returns, options on PAS or SLV can give you leverage with less risk than outright futures. And if you're an active trader, leverage ETFs and silver futures offer high-reward opportunities, but only if you manage risk properly.
Up next, we're diving into ways to make money beyond just investing in silver stocks. There are real business opportunities in silver, from precious metal recycling to launching an AI-powered silver trading platform. If you want to learn how to build wealth beyond the stock market, stay tuned for the next segment. Investing in silver isn't the only way to make money. There are real business opportunities in silver, especially as demand surges from green energy, AI, and industrial applications. Whether you're an entrepreneur, investor, or trader, there are multiple ways to profit from silver beyond just buying stocks. Let's break down some of the best silver-related business ideas that could generate serious income.
First up, precious metal recycling. As silver demand grows, more companies are looking for ways to recover silver from electronic waste, old jewelry, and industrial scrap. Silver is used in circuit boards, solar panels, medical equipment, and batteries, and much of it ends up in landfills. Setting up a precious metal recycling business can be highly lucrative. You can start by working with local jewelers, electronics recyclers, and industrial suppliers to collect scrap silver and extract it using refining processes. If silver prices continue rising, the profitability of silver recycling will only increase.
Another major opportunity? AI-driven silver trading platforms. Right now, most silver trading is inefficient, relying on outdated methods. But with AI and algorithmic trading, it's possible to predict silver price movements using real-time data, market trends, and supply-demand analysis. A business that offers automated silver trading signals, AI-powered portfolio management, or silver-focused quant strategies could be highly profitable. If you're skilled in AI, coding, or financial markets, this is a niche with huge potential.
What about silver-backed digital assets? We've seen the rise of gold-backed cryptocurrencies, but silver is largely untapped. Creating a silver-backed stablecoin or a tokenized silver investment platform could attract both crypto investors and precious metal enthusiasts. This would allow people to buy fractional silver ownership, trade silver on blockchain networks, and hedge against currency devaluation. With the rise of de-dollarization and digital assets, this is a massive first-mover opportunity.
Another angle, silver storage and vaulting services. As silver demand increases, more investors are looking for secure ways to store their metal. Unlike gold, which is often stored in central bank vaults, private silver storage is a growing market. Launching a high-security silver storage facility or even a decentralized silver storage network could be a smart way to capitalize on rising demand. You can also offer insured silver vaults, logistics, and delivery services for investors who want to own physical silver without the hassle of storage.
Let's not forget custom silver bullion and collectibles. Investors love limited edition silver coins, bars, and specialty bullion. With silver gaining popularity, launching a custom silver minting business could be a profitable niche. You can create silver rounds featuring historical figures, limited run collectibles, or even AI-generated artwork. People are willing to pay a premium for uniquely designed silver, especially during bull markets.
And finally, leveraging AI for silver mining exploration. Finding new silver deposits is expensive and time-consuming, but AI is changing the game. Companies using AI-driven geological mapping, satellite imagery, and predictive modeling can identify high-potential silver deposits faster and more efficiently. If you have expertise in data science, AI, or geophysics, this is an industry where massive innovation is happening right now.
The bottom line? Silver isn't just an investment, it's a massive wealth-building opportunity. Whether it's precious metal recycling, silver-backed digital assets, AI-driven trading, or custom bullion, there are many ways to capitalize on the silver boom. If you're looking for the next big money-making trend, silver could be your gateway to serious profits.
Up next, we'll wrap up with key takeaways from this episode and a final call to action on how you can position yourself for the silver opportunity of a lifetime. Stay tuned. As we wrap up today's episode, let's quickly revisit the key takeaways. We've explored why silver is on the verge of a breakout, how Santacruz Silver, a silver stands out as one of the most undervalued stocks in the silver space, and why the silver market is primed for explosive growth. If you're looking for exponential gains, SCZ offers 8x upside or more, driven by its growing production, low-cost operations, and strategic acquisitions. With silver prices expected to break past $40 per oz, or even $50 per oz, SCZ's growth potential is off the charts. With their strategic acquisition of Glencore's assets, SCZ is set to capture more of the growing silver market, positioning themselves for even greater profits in the coming years.
But silver isn't just about the stocks. There are a wealth of business opportunities tied to silver, from precious metal recycling to silver-backed digital assets. Whether you want to recycle scrap silver, launch a silver-focused AI trading platform, or even start a custom minting business, there are countless ways to capitalize on silver's surging demand. The silver boom is happening now, and the window to profit is wide open.
The silver market is on the rise, and SCZ is positioned perfectly to capitalize on it. If you're an investor, SCZ should be at the top of your list. If you're an entrepreneur, consider one of the silver-related business opportunities we discussed. Whatever route you choose, the silver boom is one of the most exciting financial opportunities of the decade, and it's only just beginning.
Don't let the opportunity pass you by. Subscribe to our podcast to get all the latest updates on silver, other high-upside investments, and actionable strategies. Follow us on social media for real-time insights. And don't forget to share this episode with anyone who's looking to profit from the silver boom.
If you want to stay ahead of these global shifts, don't just listen, take action. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and follow us on Twitter. Dive deeper with our full lineup: Finance Frontier, AI, Make Money, and Mindset Frontier AI, all curated in one place at financefrontier.com. If you're already following us, help us grow by leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. It's the best way to support the show and help us reach more listeners like you. And don't miss out. Sign up for our newsletter to get exclusive insights, breaking financial news, and expert analysis delivered straight to your inbox.
Now for the disclaimer. The information provided in this episode is for informational purposes only. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of capital. Always conduct your own due diligence and consult with a licensed financial advisor before making decisions.
While we've highlighted opportunities like Santacruz Silver, SCZ, this episode does not provide personalized investment advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and markets can change quickly.
We may hold positions in some of the companies discussed. Transparency is important, so always verify information and base your decisions on personal goals and risk tolerance.
The music in this episode is licensed under standard agreements. Special thanks to Vibe Tracks for the track Crystal, provided under the YouTube Audio Library license.
This episode is copyright 2024 by Finance Frontier AI. All rights reserved. Unauthorized reproduction or distribution is strictly prohibited.
Thanks for joining us today. Stay strategic, stay focused, and take action. We'll see you next time.